motherfuckers. Their only job is the pursuit.
Like I can watch Twilight front to back.
I can't.
Now
I
Twilight
read
is
the
the
book.
shit. Don't. I read the book in college too. I mean, no, I only read Eclipse and Break of Dawn. But
only for pussy. I read the books for pussy, bro. All that detail was not worth it.
yo, I
There was
hate
way too much detail. Like we get it. You're a teenage bitch depressed about her ex-boyfriend. That's why her fire.
All right, chill on the bitches. Okay, Shakeem. We're accidentally live anyway. I keep doing that. Why do I always do that all the time? What is up, Praise Nation? It is Vontae Pones with another episode of You're Welcome, but I'm not going to do his intro. I just want you guys to know that you guys can like and subscribe. But not only that, be sure to support my brother in his own endeavors as a comedian by sending a sticker or sending a donation in the super chat in the live chat below. Every little thing helps, even if it's just $2. We appreciate you. And all 100% of the proceeds will go to You're Welcome and his organization brand. Without further ado, Shakeem, if you can turn your video on, and I'm going to make you host. I probably won't be here for the most of the night, but by the sounds of it, you have what's his name? Jeremy, Scott, Tyler, you got Tyler with you.
Yo, you said Jeremy, Scott, Tanner, Dylan, Brian,
Bill.
Dylan.
You don't have to repeat him. I heard his ass. I see you. Oh, not remembering my name.
Are you losing weight?
Who?
Tyler?
No. He's on that Whitney Houston diet.
When did you have long hair?
Shit lately though.
He been working out.
Yeah, you've been losing weight, but
he on that Kanye West workout.
When did you have long hair?
He what had that for a year? That long hair?
You be drying his hair sometimes?
You said what?
You be drying his hair sometimes?
Not at all.
And be not at all. Hey, can you put my hair in a ponytail? Yeah, turn around.
Nah.
Bend over.
Whoa.
Show me what you're working.
Come on, Crouching Tiger, don't hide that dragon.
Hey, we support all love.
That's a fact.
Love is
we are
love.
Allies to the LGBTQ community. Know what I'm saying? The only community out here taking up 20% of the alphabet. Shouts out to y'all. Woo, woo, woo.
What Malcolm used to say in middle school, I support all the gays. Just don't touch me.
You know what's crazy? Crazy. All I did is saying do you, but don't do me.
That dude. I didn't say that though. That was Malcolm. But yeah, welcome to Your Welcome with Shakeem. It's gonna be a little risky, but we're gonna try to be as unfiltered as possible. But at the same time, my only thing is just misogyny, and I want my
we love and
wife to watch it or a mom to watch it and not feel offended. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
but everything else
mom
is
watches my podcast. Well, listens to my podcast.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we was texting the other day, and I go, "Thank you." If it was "You're welcome" by Diana, I'm like, okay, all right, she's funny. I see where I get my funny from.
Yeah, she's dope like that. All right, man. Go ahead, man. Like I said, I probably won't. If you see me turn my video on, I'm away, but that's problem. Okay. With that being said,
hey y'all, what's going on? This is Your Welcome with Shakeem. So today's episode is titled "Lightsabers, Wands, and Congress." Let's start off first with the lightsaber topic. I've been watching the Star Wars 9-movie series, and what the fuck, Disney? What are you doing with one of the greatest franchises next to Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings? Canonically. Granted, The Mandalorian is saving the Star Wars franchise. Am I right? Or am I right? Silence from my white friends. So, if you haven't been watching The Mandalorian, by far, this is one of the greatest things anyone should be watching right now when it comes to TV or streaming or whatnot. Star Wars essentially is just a space western. That's all that. It's Wild Wild Waste on several different planets throughout different. It's an anthology of some sorts. But I do feel that J.J. Abrams should have been like, besides George Lucas, should have been the only one touching the new Star Wars movies. Period. I really do feel like Jackie Kennedy kind of bombed with it. I also think that Disney's Disney period, what they're doing with Marvel is kind of effing ingenious for the most part. I think Marvel Phase 4 might be the most uh it's going to be better than the first 10 years of the MCU, in my personal opinion. You have Jonathan Majors um playing Kang, which is he's essentially like the Thanos for the next phase. Look him up. Shout out to Comics Explained and Comics During. Go check them out. Any run through of comics or whatnot, or pop culture, whether it be graphic novels, movies, or shows that have great breakdowns, go check those out. Um, but like, so you got him playing Kang. You have the Eternals coming out. You have Moon Knight, who's essentially Marvel's Batman. Oscar Isaac is going to play him, the guy that played Apocalypse in X-Men. Apocalypse. Speaking of which, that was a shitty X-Men movie on everything I love, and I love a lot of things. That was a very bad movie. Great actors, but I think it was poorly written. I think Bryan Singer shouldn't direct movies. How are you such a bad director that the movie you got an Oscar and you wasn't even credited in anyone's thing? I think that's kind of sad. But as I digress, um, so you have Ant-Man 3 coming out. You have Spider-Man 3, and I'm really excited because they're really doing what DC's been doing with the multiverse since the 60s. And
why are you whispering like we don't know who that is?
First and foremost,
Because I was trying to go to my bedroom, and he's like, "No, sit down, man." I'm like, "Come on, I'm
down.
trying to go to my bed."
Papa Squat.
I'm just trying to eat my sausages and peas.
Hey, Purple Haze Nation fucks with Tyler. That's all.
That's a fact.
You're not a guest.
That's a fact.
You're a whole character on the channel.
I think your opinion might change when you see me eat.
Whoa, you're not on camera at all. That's why I had you.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting there.
So used to being on camera.
But I didn't know if you know this or not, but the young lady, there's a young boy, I forget her name, but she's one of the smartest characters in Marvel Comics right now, a young black girl, who is, I think her name is Ironheart. She's essentially the next Tony Stark. She'll be getting her own show on Disney Plus. That sounds dope. As really dope. And funny shout out to all the black women that's out here getting it. Period. We love you and we thank you, and shout out to all the essential workers and those affected by COVID-19. You are in our prayer. But yeah, Disney and Marvel is doing something fantastic in the words of Dean Winchester.
I just wish they would do it with freaking Star Wars.
I mean that's something I wanted for a while.
Not for nothing, they've proven that they can do it.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You had Rogue One, the Star Wars story, which was essentially going tie-ins with before A New Hope. Then you have the Clone Wars, the animated series, which essentially tells you everything that you didn't see in the second prequel movie.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and in the years between the second and third movies. And they're bringing Anakin Skywalker. Well, they're bringing Hayden Christensen back as Darth Vader, in the Obi-Wan series, which I think might break the internet. Because not that Han Solo was a bad film, I think it was the wrong time to drop a Han Solo film. I think you should have just waited and have the Han Solo series. That would have been better.
Not for nothing, I definitely think Han Solo or the movie Solo would have been way better as a TV series.
Yeah, the fact that Donald Glover has his own show as Lando coming out. That is going to be fucking insane. I'm like, one, mind you, he's dropping 2 more seasons of Atlanta.
That's amazing.
So he's working. He's working. You also have the Ahsoka, her show coming out. Or, you know what I'm saying? So that
the only problem I have with the whole Ahsoka Tano thing is the only reason they have her back is because of time travel. He just feels really lazy story writing.
It really is. especially when it's never really been part of the story as well. Like in the Flash, that could work. In multiple things, time travel could be a useful thing, but I think sometimes just a lazy plot device.
Anybody who comes at me about Doctor Who, the only reason I have respect for Doctor Who is because it was a show that was very heavily based in multidimensional and time travel.
It was science-based. It was literally science-based, and that crosses into fiction, and that works. That whole thing is timey-wimey stuff, so it works. But that's like you're watching Chicago PD, then all of a sudden a patient is back because someone, you know what I'm saying, walked through a wormhole. That's essentially is what they're doing with Ahsoka. But we also don't know that new story with how she quote unquote survived. Because Darth Maul, remember you see the little the thing that Vader has after his injuries, like Vader, like the fact that Darth Maul survived.
Let me get that out there. Spoiler alert.
The fact that Darth Maul survived being split in half, and all that, because like they have great tech. Like it's crazy how like not far behind they are, but like how old school they are with like the tech they have. Like they have tablets in the desert.
If you watch the prequel series, right?
Right.
You notice that when Anakin gets his robotic arm, it is a robotic arm. There's no skin on it.
Right.
When Luke loses his arm has skin.
Yeah.
That is determined as far as showing how much further they have advanced in technology.
Right. Because I've noticed even when you notice like the prequel movies and the first original 3 movies and to the latest trilogy, part of the series, you notice like I even noticed the tech within like the X-wings and the TIE fighters. I'm like, okay, like even in the Mandalorian, I'm like, okay. So thinking about like it's a very vast universe. Like universe building is really insane.
I mean, not for nothing, a lot of the Lord of the Rings franchise, at least it used to be this way as far as like lore, but Disney's got rid of like a lot of the lore. So this is just some of the stuff that I know.
What's good, Sauce King?
It's just like, so most of the story centers around government.
Right. Yeah. It's huge.
As well as the light and the dark.
Yeah.
Right? Dark side of the force, light side of the force.
Morality.
And they started adding in the extended canon, not just what Disney says is canon, but the extended canon. There's a lot more going on than just Sith. You have the Night Sisters. You have several powerful beings that Luke fought.
You have offsets of, you know what I'm saying, people that used to be part of bigger, would feel like Republic. You need to have their own splinter cells and whatnot, like Boca Raton. You know what I'm saying? So she started her own splinter cell, and I think that the fact that they brought her
Boca Raton, the way she was represented, as a matter of fact, the way most Jedi were represented in a lot of the movies, they were represented as mostly incompetent.
Yeah, and that was frustrating to watch.
Because like every Jedi that came up against the Sith main character, like every time a Jedi, the first Jedi that walked up to freaking Lord Tyrannus, Darth Tyrannus, right? Walked up to him. What does Boba Fett do? Pop, 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 kills the Jedi. Most Jedi could deflect bullets.
I'm like,
right?
I'm like,
that specific Jedi looked hella incompetent, especially considering that right after that, Mace Windu not only defeated him, but cut off his arm and head.
Yeah.
While being chased down by a bull and deflecting blaster fire.
I think it's insane. Speaking of universe
building, the only Jedi that I've seen is competent were, say Yoda.
Yeah.
All right. Kid Fisto.
Yep.
Obi-Wan. Anakin, and then a Sith. He was fairly competent as a Sith as well.
Ahsoka as a Padawan.
Ahsoka was insubordinate, like Anakin.
Oh yeah, but she was very talented as a Jedi and as a soldier.
Very talented as a Jedi. But she's not a Jedi.
Right.
Spoiler.
Yeah. She never really completed her training after her.
For anybody who hasn't watched Rebels, Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah.
Like when I say that, like bringing Ahsoka back requires like a bunch of like crazy shit to happen, that's because of Rebels. Because Rebels brought Ahsoka back from the Clone Wars, right? Because they're supposed to have the Clone Wars, and then Republic fell, and then you had Rebels.
Right.
You're supposed to come after. But by the time of Rebels, she's a grown-ass woman. You know what I mean? By the time of Mandalorian, she's also a grown-ass woman. But as far as what I can tell, and again, spoiler alert, from Rebels, she died. fighting Darth Vader in a Sith vault.
Right.
To hold Vader off long enough to let her compatriots get away.
Mm-hmm.
So, for the Mandalorian to be taking place in 9 BBY, which is after the destruction of the second Death Star. Right. I'm sorry, 9 ABY. So, after the destruction of the second Death Star. That means that if Vader's dead in the movies, then that must mean Ahsoka has been dead for at least since the second of the original film. You know what I mean?
Well, after.
Yeah. Well, no. She died, and then after that came things.
Right.
So they brought her back for Mandalorian, which is supposed to take place years after the destruction of the Death Star, where Vader's already wiped out all of the Jedi from the universe.
The second Death Star, like in the Mandalorian, that takes place not too long after the Empire. So around like in the span of a few months, at the most. That's very interesting. I know we just got.
And also in Rebels, is where they retconned her death.
Yeah.
So at least they retconned her death in the same show. I can say that.
And it makes more sense to do it in the same show.
I just feel like the way they did it was lazy.
It's terribly lazy. But then again, she's one of the most popular Star Wars characters.
Not for nothing. I also think it's terribly lazy that the character that plays Rey and the Force, like all the new trilogy, Force Awakens and all that, she didn't know that she was going to be the daughter of Palpatine until the week before they shot that scene.
Yeah, a lot of Disney.
She had no clue.
Yep.
They had no direction for her character really, and they were just like slap it on there, and she was like, okay, that's she signed a contract.
Yeah. Speaking of which, contracts and shows canceling, whatchamacallit, Supergirl's ending this season because the ratings were very low this past season. Legends is in its final season, which actually is one of the best shows on CW and one of the best Arrowverse shows, period. Black Lightning's ending after its fourth season, but it's getting a spin-off show with Painkiller. Painkiller was Khalil. And then he got shot, paralyzed, and then
because like when you said Painkiller, the first thing I thought it was Max Payne.
Nah, Painkiller is he's nice. His character arc was crazy. Like third season, Black Lightning was essentially one of my favorites. Like it didn't start off in the best of places either, and it really, you know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of bullshit involved in season 3, and a lot of it did play out in real life over the past year, which was very scary.
Man, when it comes down to Star Wars, I feel like Disney just kind of abandoned what was already there. Because they had so much shit they could have just worked with.
Right.
They abandoned all that was there and then made things so they didn't actually happen.
I think they kind of realized that Mandalorian.
I feel like they got a hold of it and then panicked and didn't know what to do.
I think Mandalorian, they realized Mandalorian was so much better than all three of the trilogies put together. Like they didn't know like Mandalorian
itself. But the fact I can't talk about Mandalorian. That's like that was another thing on that.
Yeah. But
there's a lot.
Right? There is a lot.
It's a lot, even in the Mandalorian, where I'm starting to question what they're doing with it, as far as the Mandalorian as well. Disney's got me questioning. Okay, now what?
Right. But let's switch over to, let's say, Marvel's rival Warner Brothers and DC. All right. So recently, we got news of the Snyder cut of the Justice League movie, which will be releasing early 2021 on HBO Max. Pretty much it's 4 hours, cut into 1 hour episodes each week, and then I think on some streaming, I think in another format it might be the 4 full hours of the whole thing, but they're talking Darkseid, one of the best villains in DC period, comic book history period.
For Lord Darkseid, man.
Of course, you know what I'm saying? Green Lantern, we don't know which one.
Please don't be a bad Green Lantern. I cannot deal with another bad.
I hope that a Green Lantern movie isn't canon.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Well, in the multiverse, it might be. Because now remember, they just expanded the most. Remember, after Crisis, they expanded everything. So you got Barry and them on Earth Prime. You got Stargirl and her team on Earth 2. You have the Titans on Earth 19. Doom Patrol on Earth 21, Smallville Superman on another Earth. You got Superman Returns Superman from 2006 on another Earth. He survived. Everything went back to normal. Joker never killed all those people, including Lois and shit like that. You have The Rock coming out with Black Adam. That's going.
I think that actually has a potential to actually be bad.
Well, mind you, they're also this takes place in the 50s. And if you know anything about Black Adam's story, he was a slave, and he pretty much fought. He's like the anti-hero, but he loves conduct. He will fight and protect, and he's a ruler of conduct. It's so fucking hard. They're introducing the JSA, Society of America, but no Jay Garrick.
Quotation marks. Really?
I'm like, nah. I
mean,
but you also have Atom Smasher. You have Cyclone. You have Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate. I'm like, if you have Dr. Fate, because Dr.
Fate is another one of those things where it's like sometimes if you use him for the wrong thing, it feels like.
Well, Dr. Fate actually doesn't really show up for anything unless it's like.
Unless it has to do with a very specific person.
It's actually universe affected or world affected. So I'm like, remember Injustice? That's a place where Dr. Fate would show up. Crisis is a place where Dr. Fate would show up. Speaking of which, I'm thinking they might do a version of Crisis in DC in the next year, in the movie. Because what they remember, the Flash movie is supposed to be a version of Flashpoint, and it's a multiverse movie.
Well, I feel like, in all honesty, the DC animated version has been, and with the exception of a handful, right? I think the DC animated movies and shows have been better on average than the live action version. That's just me.
Right.
I might be biased.
Well, to be fair, I prefer watching the animated movies.
A lot of what I've seen as far as with DC has been comic and animated adaptations. Right. Not for nothing, to me, Superman versus Batman was a huge letdown.
Well,
huge letdown.
Remember, a lot of people had the same opinion because I watched it too. I'm like, that was, and then Kevin Smith, obviously, he's like king nerd of all the nerds and shit like that. He was pretty much was like, you have to give it a chance. Watch the extended cut. And after a while, you kind of learn how to appreciate it.
I mean, I appreciate it, but it didn't set up anything well. It just it felt like they ran into a dead end, and then they tried to carry it on from a dead end.
Because a lot of people didn't get the
first Justice League movie, in my opinion, also wasn't all that.
Well, I don't think Joss Whedon should be touching other people's shit. Period. Even Patty Jenkins, who directed the both Wonder Woman movies, pretty much said like Joss Whedon's Justice League pretty much contradicted both of her Wonder Woman movies, which I'm so glad there's going to be because what is it supposed to be? Wonder Woman 87 or 84. 84. And so that's gonna bring in a whole different. It's the 80s. This is pretty much before everything. Superman is just born. Batman's essentially a teenager still at this point. You know what I'm saying? Probably not even born at this point. So I'm looking forward to Cheetah. They did her outfit perfectly. I was really surprised.
I'm excited to see a Cheetah.
Yeah.
But again, Cheetah's also another one of those characters that I've only ever seen in animation.
Right. Mind you, she's the Wonder Woman villain. Like she's that woman. Like mind you, her character is played by Kristen Wiig, who was mostly known on SNL. Hilarious, talented woman. And I'm so glad like she got a role as this because the character is like clumsy and nervous and stuff like that. And Kristen Wiig can play like a serious character, and stuff like that. I've seen her range, and I'm so glad. Like the cast, period. Pablo Pascal. You have Chris Pine reprising his role as Steve Trevor, trying to deal with the times because the last time we seen him, it was 1918.
Yeah.
And now it's 1984. And I think the theme of it is going to be the greed of the 80s with all the infomercials and stuff like that. And I'm really excited what DC is going to do. I'm like the Batman movie is what I'm really looking for. Year 2 Batman, because I've seen Year 1 Batman animated, so we know what Year 1 Batman looks like because we've seen the comics. Year 1 superheroes, they do a lot. Flash, it's the whole thing. So Year 2, he's got his bearings. He's not completely like where he wants to be, but he's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, got his feet in the water for a bit. He's ankle level right now. The Riddler, I think, being a villain.
The Riddler has in my opinion, definitely stayed the test of time.
It's so weird because a lot of people would rank him as a C-ranked villain.
Too scary. Version. Or not Jim Carrey. Yes.
Yeah, it's Jim Carrey's
Jim
version.
Carrey's version of the Riddler was ridiculous.
Matthew Gray Gubler from who plays Reed
granted,
from
the
Criminal
Batman
Minds.
and Robin from those movies was very great. But
No,
the Riddler was done very
those
well.
John Schumacher Batman movies were shit, and they almost ruined the Batman franchise. I will never forgive Joe Schumacher for that.
I mean, I remember when Batman suit had nipples on.
Yeah, that was a Joe Schumacher shit. That was horrible. Like my first Batman was Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
my mom gave me a VHS and it was Michael Keaton's Batman and Batman Returns. Mm-hmm. I didn't really watch the Joe Schumacher Batman because I felt like they were a lot like the '60s Batman, and I grew up with the animated Batman, so that was a more like serious tone. I didn't get the whole. I didn't really appreciate the golden age. I would say at that point, I grew up in the era where comics were like they were changing these status.
You might get a lot of hate from that. For that, I'm just saying.
No, like I'm an adult now. I appreciate the golden age, but I was only interested in the shit in my time. I was a kid. Obviously, I'm not going to do all that history at that moment.
Assalamualaikum, my brother.
What's goody? What's goody? How you doing, Pick Man?
Not too much, man. I just wanted to say what's up, man. How's the show going? What's all the topics? What y'all discussing right now?
Lightsabers, wands, and Congress.
Right now we're touching on a bit of Marvel DC fandom.
Right. You know what I'm saying? The upcoming movies and projects. Speaking of which, Michael B. Jordan and his production company will be producing a Static Shock
did Michael
movie.
B. Jordan get voted like sexiest man alive?
Yes, he did. And I get it. I totally get it.
Question.
Go ahead.
Hey, shout out Fonte. I see you in the building. Hey, shout out Tyler. That's his name.
Yep.
What's
I
up,
see
guys?
Tyler in the building. What's up, Shakeem?
What's good?
All right, so let's picture us. We're in the movie right now.
Mm-hmm.
Give me who's the superhero, who's the villain, who's the person that needs saved. Give me four of us. Give me a scenario.
I'm definitely going to need to be saving. I dropped my glasses for some weird reason. I lost another tooth.
I'll be the villain, like your average everyday white man.
Whoa!
Just put me in that role, I guess. Like,
that's just history speaking.
Now, who is Superman and who is Batman?
Ooh, who is Superman? Who is you're no funny
between
shit.
The two of us?
Yeah, no funny shit. I'm not gonna say you're more of a Boy Scout than I am.
Point. You have a point.
You're way more of a Boy Scout than I am. Yeah. I'm gonna do it because we've had a lot of conversations.
I do have a feeling you fight dirty.
So Batman, because Batman was
dirty. If I clearly can't beat you, I'm get my utility belt. What's this? A 357? This Batman shoot.
Batman. That's why they made Dark Knight, but no, they made a different Superman, Dark Superman too.
I feel like Superman, like the only Batman fans, the only thing that Batman fans have on Superman is like, oh, he can defeat him with kryptonite. That's the only thing. And mind you, multiple niggas have beaten Superman with and without kryptonite. Alfred pulled out kryptonite brass knuckles and beat him like he owed 50 cent money.
For real.
Like that was
remember that.
Hey, I said all that
to Alfred went ham on Superman's face.
He went ham, he went ham like a Muslim that didn't want to be a Muslim no more. Like that was.
I set all that up. All right, so you need saving. He's the villain. I'm the superhero. I just wanted you to tell me I'm Superman.
Yo,
you want to be Super Pick Man?
Yeah, bro. I said three names. You need saving. He's the villain.
Now, his do-rag is a fucking cap like that Big Sean in Ferg video. He playing Berserk while he flies through the hood and shit. It's a fact.
Nah, that's what's up, man.
The villain is white privilege and whatnot.
Listen,
that was funny. That was funny.
I already
That's
have to play the villain. All right.
Yeah.
Tyler, you should have just set up a camera and then get in here.
So because we're saving you, are you gonna be dressed as a man or a woman? Is he saving a man or is he saving a woman?
Just know.
You're gonna dress and drag to reprise your role.
No, I don't need it. I don't want to play a female that needs saving. The fact that a lot of comics.
No, I'm not saving him if he. I gotta save everybody.
I'm a dread. Like you're gonna save this big ass baby. That's a fact. That's going to be the hilarious thing. Like you're gonna have to save a lot of people that's gonna look fucked up. Man. Like there's gonna be some situation where there are superheroes that probably had to like literally fight a crackhead.
Probably.
You don't start off with the big villains. You start on patrol.
Give me the most realistic superhero it is, like the ones that get put in the most realistic set of scenarios in your perception.
Like, I think in the world, I think the closest thing we have to superheroes are our athletes. Literally our athletes. When you really think about it, I think in human nature, we always want to look up to something or someone. And we love our comics. So I think, and mind you, in a lot of things I've seen, a lot of comics, like
most
athletic
realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, the Green Arrow is up there.
But I can have a so people in the army are like Call of Duty people, right?
Yeah.
Them are real. Them could be the real superheroes.
I mean, technically, Alfred is MI6.
Yeah, no funny shit. Alfred was actually a secret agent before he was a butler. Oliver Queen had to survive, and he learned how to use that. And like he literally, Oliver Queen, I like way more than Batman. Let this be known. Oliver Queen to me is a more interesting person and vigilante than Batman.
I think it's just because Batman's story's been overplayed a lot. I mean,
everybody's been. I really don't get the
origin story like 80 times.
No funny shit. He didn't need to learn how to fight. He needed a fucking therapist. He never really learned how to grieve over his parents. He's a 30-something-year-old man that picks up young men, trains them to fight mentally ill people in masks. You know what I'm saying? I think that's highly crazy. You know what I'm saying? And the police work with this nigga? Let that be a Negro and a cow. And the crazy thing, shout out to DC real quick. We have a black Batman now.
When did that happen?
Recently, like last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's one of the Fox. I think is, I don't know if it's Luke or Ted or it's somebody. It's one of Batman's associates or whatnot. But we have a black Batman now. We also have a black Batwoman coming in January. Javicia Leslie is the first black bisexual woman to play Batwoman. So shouts out to her. You know what I mean? This is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and she is also a very beautiful, beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. Just wanted to spread a little spotlight. But yeah, they're bringing back Static Shock.
Static, really?
Yeah, during DC Fandom, they had a secret panel, surprise panel. Phil Lamar, who's voiced Static Shock from the show, they're bringing the animated show back. I think Michael B. Jordan and them are working on a live action movie.
Are they going to be doing like animation style that's similar?
I'm not entirely sure, but they're in like if they're already like they discussed this is out there in the world. We didn't know it's been released, but I haven't seen like Static Shock was like my besides John Stewart's Green Lantern and Storm. I didn't really see a lot of black heroes like that. They weren't really portrayed.
All right. This ain't the Shakeem and Tyler conversation show.
I mean, technically it is a podcast, so it can be whatever I want.
I mean, dang, bro, talk to us. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh shit, we're live right
now. Well, we were just discussing, if I may, just generally the projects coming up with Disney, Marvel, DC, and Warner Brothers, and our personal opinions on them. Like the Flash movie, I think might be one of the biggest movies of the year when it comes.
Spider-Man.
Second. It's a second close.
No, that's how Sway. Spider-Man is.
Okay. Yes, it's Spider-Man 3 coming out. We'll be bringing back Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
So that's right. That's the most.
Back multiple Superman, Batman, and other heroes from. So they're gonna be bringing more. They're gonna be bringing more.
Okay, so you meant like the biggest superhero movie of the past year, of the coming year.
When that comes out, that'll be the biggest movie of that year.
You think so?
Yeah, like when Spider-Man 3 comes out, that's gonna be hard.
That's gonna be the biggest. Yeah.
But also, they're bringing back Fantastic Four. In the MCU,
they do that better.
I hope so, because the Fox reboot was trash. If you've seen the Fox reboot with Michael B. Jordan and Miles Teller, the acting was great. The story was trash. They're also doing the Obi-Wan series for Star Wars. They're bringing back the guy that played Anakin Skywalker as Darth Vader, young Darth Vader. They're also doing Lando. The young Lando, so Donald Glover will be doing another show. Speaking of which, Donald Glover will be dropping 2 more seasons of Atlanta, and I've been waiting on that for a whole year. I do think he should drop another album, though. Real quick, Malcolm, you had a favorite superhero growing up?
Spider-Man. He still is my favorite superhero.
Yeah.
I think he's like the most underrated superhero too, but like
I think he's the most powerful.
because people think he's a little bit weak, but he's not weak, bro. He's actually one of the most powerful.
Strong.
Yeah, he's one of the most powerful
characters. Period. Like he can literally, if he doesn't hold back his strength, a punch from him can knock a person's face off.
Especially when you get into the Spider-Verse. You know what I'm saying?
Spider-Verse is really intense. Yeah. When Michael Bryant, like when they did that story, like starting with Miles Morales' character, when that came out in 2011, I thought that was dope. And then he was so popular, they brought him over to the main continuity. But you got what? Silk, you got Miguel O'Hara, you got Ben Parker, a version where Uncle Ben became Spider-Man.
Oh, whoa! I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, you look like if you.
Where can I find that? Where can I find that?
The Spider-Verse series.
The series,
the comic series, like the Spider-Verse movie. The second one, there will be more Spider people in that. Spoiler alert. That's coming out in 2022. But they got Spider-Man of India. They got Silk, who's essentially she's the same. Like she got bit by the same spider as Peter. So naturally, when her and Peter are close to each other, they can't help but fuck. Because that's, you know what I'm saying, that's the genetics of that spider. They just happen to... Yeah, go ahead.
Can I interject? You know, you got to have a good cop, bad cop in any situation, right?
Right.
My thing is, why they just keep selling the same product to us?
Okay, that's where you're confused.
They're not really selling the same product.
It's not the same product. That's
have you heard of a retcon? Like Malcolm, you know what a retcon is?
Yes, sir.
When an artist picks up, like each quarter or month, there's a story they have to do. So the editor is like, "Yo, we need you to drop 6 issues of this." Once they're done with those issues, another artist another writer picks
you gotta think about it too. Like Marvel is its own universe, but then the superheroes themselves have their own universe
and stuff like that.
And it's amazing actually to see, like, or to witness.
So y'all care? Like, I'm like, bro, I grew up on Spider-Man. I grew up on Peter going down, kiss the girl, I grew up on that shit. It's like, why are we still feeding it? Like, I understand, like the universe,
because you don't understand. You just answered
had like 10 different colors of
you
Spider-Man,
just answered your own question. You don't understand.
No, I don't understand it. I don't understand.
There's the Amazing Spider-Man. There's the Spectacular Spider-Man. There's the Ultimate Spider-Man. There's different versions and stories. So like
they hustling us.
No, they're building on
for different generations.
They're building on a universe that's been there since the 50s.
The 30s.
If you think about it, so if you think about it, they're not hustling us. They're giving us more. We're asking. Hold up, Shakeem.
Yeah, go ahead.
They're asking us, like, how are we gonna build on this brand, on this universe, without making it seem like it's a repeated story, the Peter Parker story and everything like that.
So what they did,
that's when you get the Spider-Verse. That's where you get
Miles Morales popping up in another universe.
And Shakeem even said it. I didn't even know that there was a version of the comics.
1961.
Your background is so orange, but you're so blue.
1961 was the year that the Flash 2 Worlds came out. And
I don't really like the Flash, to be honest.
Here's the interesting thing.
I like the cartoons. I like the cartoons, but I don't like the Netflix series.
Right. Well, here's the thing about the Flash. All right, so Jay Garrick was the first Flash. He was cool because he was more science-based. In the 60s, they went from sci-fi to actual science. But there's a time when comics weren't really selling. Like they were like the sales were dropping. People wanted material to be 80s, different content. So they wanted whatchamacallit. So Barry Allen was created, and they realized they had a continuity issue. So and pretty much fans were like, so wait, Jay Garrick, the first Flash, was in comics, and then you have Barry Allen popping up. That's when they decided to put the multiverse theory in. So if anything, you watch with one character, you know which universe they were from, and that's how you build off other characters. Who do they interact? You'll never really see the Flash and Martian Manhunter together like that. because their enemies, their lifestyles, the way they work are too different. The reason why you see Batman and Flash work together is because Batman's a detective and Barry Allen's a CSI. Now I'm saying, so you have to not only work on their stories, but you have them interact with the universe in itself, and you build upon that. And Jack Kirby, who we used to work for Marvel, who helped build characters like Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four, worked with DC before he left because it treated him like shit. Anything you've seen with the multiverse in DC or space or whatnot, a lot of weird shit you see in
That's when
DC.
they really. Sorry, go ahead.
That right, and that's because of him.
Yeah.
Despite the fact it's treated like shit, so that's why you get people like Darkseid, or you get the Anti-Monitor that can wipe out the multiverse.
That's when they really started expanding the superhero universe, because they sorry, you used the term the multiverse. That's when they really started expanding
because they wanted
on all the
to tell stories. So there's why, like in like right now, there's a story called DC where there's a virus that pretty much kills anyone that looks at on the internet because it's a tech-based virus. It's essentially stories like, what if there was a virus, but because we're in a technologically advanced age, what if it came from the virus? So there's like, all right, boom, Darkseid gets the anti-life equation, gets Cyborg, who has half of it, kills him, and then just goes on a whole pretty much a pandemic type thing. So there's a new story. That's not even the main continuity, but it's still a story that happens in a universe in DC Comics. You know what I'm saying? So it really does not necessarily it does get confusing at some points in time, depending on where last time you might have left off on a story or whatnot. So that's why they have retcons.
Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'm gonna be right back. I'm staying in the stream. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna turn off my camera and my sound. Just give me 2 seconds, all right?
No problem. No problem. So what essentially a retcon is a retroactive continuity, which means when an artist picks when a writer and an artist pick up a character or a series, they can do whatever they want with it and pretty much say the old thing is done for or whatnot. So that's of course they deal with a lot of stories. So they retconned it to where there's a retcon where Green Lantern's weakness was the color yellow. For whatever reason it was color yellow, then it was wood or whatnot. So they retconned that pretty much like, oh, this is no longer his weakness. And then in later stories, they gave a reason why his weakness was the color yellow. It gets confusing because you have to make sure you keep continuity stories don't overlap nor contradict each other. So it does get hectic, but I prefer, if you want to start from somewhere, in DC Comics, you start with Rebirth. Anything that has Rebirth and anything after that. So probably 2012, 2013 or whatnot. But the comics I'm really getting into right now, the Flash series. I think the Flash series right now is it's perfect. They pretty much broke. I like darker shit personally. I like the hero to be in a personal conflict. I want to see the hero make some mistakes and see if he can make up for it. One of my favorite stories recently was
Peter. Peter has a word. Shout out, respecting hip hop in the comments.
Word up. What's up with
Peter right now. They call me Spider-Man for short.
I don't like you right now.
All right. So what? What'd you say?
If you fall, I'm not editing that out.
What did you say? Okay, bro. My bad. My special powers come in. Oh shit. All right, here we go.
My favorite stories was the Heroes in Crisis in DC, because that answered the question, if superheroes save people, who save superheroes, right?
You said super save people?
No, superheroes save people. Who saves superheroes? Superheroes.
I'm saying, you said who save people?
Superheroes.
Oh.
Right? So this story was essentially Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman put a place together called Sanctuary. All Sanctuary is like therapy for the heroes and villains. Because you've never seen any hero really go to therapy. You don't really talk about, no one really talks about mental health. Now you just look like a thing coming out of Crypt TV. You look like...
Well, I'm listening, bro. I'm just getting in character, bro. We talk about Marvel, bro. It give me hype. I got my backpack. Do you want me to pull it out?
You don't have to, but if you feel like it's necessary...
I just want to get into superhero character.
Who am I to
I'm Spider-Man. Who Batman?
I don't want to be Batman.
Hey, he got the hat.
Batman is my favorite superhero. Don't you ever play? You know why Batman's the greatest?
Why is he the
You want to know?
quote-unquote
Okay, don't get me wrong. He still got white privilege, and he's rich, and he's a billionaire.
He's not that great.
Let me tell you though, he's not. But let me tell you why he's my favorite. That's it. You could be Batman. I could be Batman. You feel me? This dude don't have superpowers. Like this dude knows how to hand-to-hand combat. Like he ain't gotta use superpowers to beat freaking Superman. Like this dude can. He could teach me what he know, and I could be Batman.
I will give it to you. I just like to make that argument because some people don't have an argument when it comes to why Batman this and why Batman that.
Well, that's the only reason why Batman is great. Do you understand that, right? Because
that's why, like, I say it, but only as a dick. Just, you know what I'm saying, to get people riled up about Batman. I love that fucking with Batman fan.
But it also helps to have $1 million like Tony Stark.
He has $1 billion. Actually, Tony Stark is richer than Tony Stark is richer than Batman.
Well, that makes sense because
by 20 billion.
Because Bruce Wayne he was just inherited by Wayne Enterprises.
He also has a lot of it. Remember, he owns his own company, he runs it now too. He be sleeping at most of the meetings or don't show up.
Is Tony Stark's it was passed down from his father too, I guess.
Tony Stark did a lot of his shit on his own. Remember that.
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? But I think when it comes to
he was innovative too. Batman stayed at home a lot. You feel me? Like he ain't really like try to new shit. Like Tony Stark will build some new shit to sell tomorrow.
Nah, Batman pretty much went like around the world to learn. He learned every martial art.
That's why I said like 5 minutes.
He has 12 master's degrees. Can bench press 1,500 pounds. Leg press 1,500 pounds. Bench press 1,000 pounds. He pushes bodies to super. He's impressive. The best Robin, or any former Robin, is Tim Drake.
But bro,
what's your favorite supervillain?
My favorite supervillain on everything is the Thinker. He's a Flash villain. You might not know about him, but he pretty much
is he better?
White suit?
Huh?
White suit on the Thinker?
Not necessarily. He usually has a chair and a helmet. He essentially knows every possibility of everything, so it's hard.
Is he better than the Riddler?
The Riddler, I remember the Riddler.
The Riddler is, I'm biased. The Riddler is a dope villain, but when it comes to, but he's not as, because Batman always gets him. Batman is like, that's why Batman really doesn't, when he looks at like all his villains, like his road list, and he's really like, he even told him, you're like a C-rank villain. Like you're not even the best of my best villain.
That's because Riddler, like he even though he's smart, all he tries to do is just up his game. Like, look who's around. Look who's around the Riddler, right? He got to compete with Penguin. He got to compete with the Joker. He got to compete with Poison Ivy.
Bro,
like, all these people in Gotham.
Reading a comic. One of the first things that happened to him in a room full of villains. They were meeting up with the villains. Nigga got shot in the leg. He was holding a cane. Dude, you have Black Manta who fights the Aquaman with a jetpack, a harpoon, some cocoa butter, and probably half a backwood.
It's the cocoa butter for me, man.
That's a fact. And Black Manta is black. Let's remember that. I really think it's a good year for a lot of people representing brown and black superheroes.
I don't know if we're switching over to Marvel, but my favorite supervillain of all time is Thanos. I'm playing. That dude
Thanos.
I used to think of Magneto as a villain, but I think he's more of an anti-hero for me now.
Nah, Magneto's a villain. What are you talking about?
Nah, he's an anti-hero in a lot of senses. Remember, he believes he's doing the right thing.
You just called him an anti-hero?
I call him an anti-hero. It's not. It's essentially a person that does what they want to benefit them.
The Green Goblin, he's been after me for a while. I'll beat his ass.
The Grinch is an anti-hero, bro. What are you talking about?
So is Magneto. Magneto literally built a place just for mutants called Genosha. He's literally fighting for the. He's essentially Malcolm Xing his shit, and Charles Xavier is Martin Luther King.
Nah, when he tries to physically kill Professor X, that's what makes him a villain. You understand that?
Yeah, a lot of people. What do you mean? Professor X has killed people. That's a lot. In the past 10 years of comics, everybody has dropped the bodies. Flash went back in time and snatched.
Okay, you're changing the subject and you're moving the goalposts.
No,
all I'm talking about the word villain versus anti, whatever you said.
Yeah, the word anti-hero, it can change.
Nigga,
it's
I'm an
all what
anti-hero.
you do in the moment.
I said a super villain.
Not necessarily.
And you called Magneto. This dude has superpowers, and he's the antagonist.
Not always, because he's done a lot of good as well.
So did the Joker. What the heck?
Which makes him an anti-hero, because he does a lot of good. He does a lot of wild shit for good reasons to him. He doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. He doesn't want to.
You think you're right, and I'm gonna let you think you're right, bro.
Because I'm right. I've done the research.
Hey, y'all, let me interject real quick, man. Hey, y'all, shout out. We just had 7 people in the live chat right now. Make sure, or 7 people watching, make sure everybody hit up the live chat, share this broadcast, do whatever you need to do.
Follow me on Instagram at Don't Drink and Vibe. Follow the podcast. You're welcome with Shakeem Green on Spotify. We just played Dungeons and Dragons last night. I'm editing the episode right now. That'll be up tomorrow afternoon. You know what I'm saying? So check that out. That's gonna be inside.
That's confusing as hell. Anti-villain is an antagonist with some positive heroic qualities. The simplest answer is that an anti-hero is a hero who is prepared to kill, break the law to reach his altruistic goals, while an anti-villain is a villain who is not prepared to kill or break the law to reach his selfish goal. No, never mind. That's anti-villain. No,
Batman is an anti-hero. He's the anti-hero. And then Superman would be the hero, and the Wonder Woman would be that heroine.
I got a headache, bro.
But I feel like very Batman, when it comes to his skill set, like he literally had contingency plans for all his friends just in case they went bad, and didn't tell them.
He's a billionaire. Every billionaire has it, even the ones without superpowers.
No, Batman literally is a sociopath. Like he knows he's mentally unstable, but he's so aware of his mental unstableness.
Of course, bro. He watched his mom and dad get killed.
It's called therapy. You can't explain in real life a 40-year-old man dressing in a bat suit beating up crackheads.
You can though. There's real life people out here serial killing just because how they grew up.
Right, but a hero though.
You just said he's not a hero. He's an anti-hero.
Anti-hero. There's no acceptable way to tell. You can't say, we have a vigilante.
And you just said, how can you explain? I just explained it, bro.
Yeah, that's not logical. It's not practical. It's not going to easily be explained. You can't just tell someone, we have to do that just as a bat and fight crime.
Do you understand the whole point of Batman was to figure out who killed his parents, right? And then stop that from happening around him.
He did. It was Joe Chill.
No, but it was bigger than him. But I know it took him a while to know that though, because it took him it was him, but he just made the order. You feel me? Like
no, Joe Chill did it because he needed the money. It wasn't really the fact that there were 3 Jokers. That was
it was a bigger plan than that. I thought like
Joe Chill.
You're telling me that was a random mugging that night.
Nah.
After the movie theater, it was a random mugging.
Those people were, and Joe Chill had remorse. That's why Batman didn't really do anything to him in prison. Like he still visited him. He pretty much was like, "Yo, I really feel bad about what I did." Like he asked the guard, "How long has it been since how long has he been asking and writing these notes?" He said, "Since he's got here, he's been remorseful about that." The Joker knows who Batman is.
That don't make sense.
He knows he's Bruce Wayne.
That don't make sense.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so if he found out that early and he had remorse, blah 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 blah, what was the reason of Batman?
Vengeance. It's a thin line.
Vengeance for what?
His parents. But after he found out who his parents was, he kept fighting. He no longer does it for his parents. He's created so much thing bigger. He created something bigger than himself now.
It's not even that, bro. You got to stay tapped in. Bro, look everything that came in the city, everything that led to another. On top of that, the police was basically asking for his help. Then on top of that,
that didn't happen after a year. The police was not fucking with Batman.
And then on top of that, he had to join the Justice League. See, when you're
he
a
didn't
superhero,
have
you
to
don't
join
just
the Justice League.
you
He
have
started
to.
the
Just
Justice League.
just like Tony Stark had to join Avengers. Did you watch the movie, bro?
Yeah, but I'm talking about from the comic, from the source material. Batman didn't join the Justice League. He created the Justice League. Batman has so many trust issues. He should be a stripper.
No, so he created. I forgot about. He did create.
Remember, he created the Watchtower. He did all that. He literally doesn't trust anyone he's around. So the fact, like it got so bad when the reason why they found out that he had contingency plans just in case it went bad because a villain got out of hold of it. A villain hacked the Watchtower, got all their weaknesses, and used that against them. Wonder Woman just has to be tired out because she literally can't stop herself from a fight, or she has to be stabbed. Superman is kryptonite. Barry Allen is misdirection. Martian Manhunter is fire. You know what I'm saying? So he had those things and didn't tell them, which means he doesn't trust his teammates. No funny shit.
Can you put your camera on gallery view instead of speaker view?
You saw what?
Can you put your camera on gallery view instead of speaker view?
I think you might have to spotlight me.
So they can see you're welcome and they can make sure to know that it's on Spotify.
Can you do that?
Yeah, he could do it.
Can you do that from a phone?
Yeah, he did it last time.
Oh, okay.
Do what?
You have to put it on what is it called again? Gallery view. It's where we all pop up instead of the only person that's speaking pops up. That's okay. I don't know if you got it. I won't know till I'm on the YouTube because I'm not hosting.
No, I got it.
All right. I believe you.
But yeah, I really do think like the story, like Batman stories recently, I think have gotten better. Alfred is dead, so Batman doesn't really have that person on his side like that anymore. He essentially just has Lucius Fox, who he's not as close with. Dick Grayson is Nightwing. Batman Incorporated is a thing. Like the new Gotham Knights game, I think is going to be fired. Batman is dead, so the whole city of Gotham is pretty much, you know what I'm saying, up for grabs by the villains. It's just Nightwing, Red Robin, Red Hood, and Batgirl.
Hey, y'all remember when I fought the mole?
What?
What are you, an Incredible?
When I fought the
mole man?
I'm Spider-Man.
You fought the mole.
Yeah, that was the time. I'm just going through a list of the people who asked I didn't beat. You know, Spider-Man did good for himself.
He out here putting food up. What you eating? What you eating, Malcolm?
Marinated chicken, some onions, some basil, and some spinach, and tomatoes.
Word up.
And tomatoes.
Word up.
Yeah, we eating good, boy. So I'm finna fry this up really quick. You see what I'm saying? But I'm feeling this conversation, the Marvel conversation. Cause me, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Like I'm a geek too. I'm a nerd too. You know
Most
what I mean?
definitely.
So Shakeem, have you played or at least read the Halo comics or played the Halo games?
Yeah, Halo was one of the first person shooters I played. That was on the original Xbox. That was my shit.
And that's a whole universe in itself too.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that. Like I've seen a couple of the movies. I didn't read any of the books though.
Oh man, that's like really where you get deep into it because the games like they touch on a bit,
right?
You know? And like there's like one cinematic movie, but the rest are like fan made movies and stuff like that. But like once you actually like get into the universe, dude, like, and if you think about it, it actually like really expands into the real world because if I don't know some whoever has a Mac, it won't apply. But if you're on a Microsoft computer like a PC, the AI in your PC is called Cortana, which is the AI in Halo. That's the main AI in Halo.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial,
yes,
the AI, yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, Katana.
Huh?
I got Cortana on my computer.
I got it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so Cortana is the AI in Halo. Like she's like the partner to the Master Chief in Halo. So and Microsoft owns Halo as well. So that's where that comes from. You see what I'm saying?
I never set her up.
Yo, real quick.
It's basically like exactly. It's basically like Siri. It's the same thing as Siri, but it's called Cortana. You see what I'm saying?
Because I had a Windows phone and they had Cortana on that like 4 or 5 years ago when they started doing that.
Yeah, bro. No, Cortana's bad as fuck too. You go into the game, she bad, man.
Oh no, I'm well aware. I'm well aware. But let's chill before you get somebody in trouble.
I'm gonna fry this up. I'm gonna fry this up, yo. I'm gonna fry this up real quick. 5 minutes. I'm gonna be right back. All right.
And next he's coming back with an open apology for Pikmin, a public apology.
Yeah, that's cap. That's cap.
But what you call it? That there's a new Harry Potter Wizarding World RPG coming out for the PS4 5, dropping next year, and I'm super fucking excited about it. It's not canon to the main story, but it takes place early. You create your own character and stuff like that. I'm super effing excited. Also, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game is coming out, and that looks interesting. You get to play a bunch of villains and whatnot trying to kill. I want to say a dark side control Justice League. Word up. But yeah, and then like I said, I'm really excited for what DC and Marvel have going on in their respective camps these next few years. They're doing a Blade movie with Mahershala Ali coming soon. Fantastic Four is coming out. Ahsoka, Lando, Black Adam, Flash, the Batman, Wonder Woman 1984, the Batgirl TV show, Stargirl. They're doing a Green Lantern series dropping soon. That's gonna be dope. I'm really looking forward to that. They're doing stories for Guy Gardner, Hal Jordan, and Sinestro, Guy Gardner, and I want to say John Stewart's Green Lantern. And Guy Gardner, if you don't know, he's a redhead. He's a redhead Green Lantern you might see. He's a former cop and stuff like that. Got snuffed by Batman because he be tripping, but he's loyal as fuck. I think he's one of the funnier characters in the comic. Yo, Pikmin, is there a comic book death or a movie death, a fictional death that really got to you? You know what I'm saying? That really tugged at your heartstrings?
Hey, bro, you're going to be surprised when I say this, but I've never really got into movies and stuff and comics and stuff. Hey, I don't even know what I'm wearing right now.
Hey, listen, everyone has a thing, and if it looks nice on you, fuck it.
I just started, for my kids, but they don't even like it, so I never really had to be into it. I'm enjoying the conversation. I know Spider-Man and Batman.
You sound like I don't know much about this, but I know Spider-Man. I know Spider-Man. It's my house. But I actually did an action movie myself called Symphonia. It essentially takes place in a dystopian era, in which the government pretty much doesn't let anyone pretty much have free will. So no music, no dancing. You do what they tell you and stuff like that. I don't have any lines, which is great because it's purely just physical stuff. I did all my own stunts, and it's an action movie. And I think a lot of movies I want to do, I don't want to do comedy, but I also want to branch out to dramas. I really want to do a horror film.
Hey, I'm ready to act, so I'm ready for movies and everything.
Word. Yo, did you finish that verse for the beat I sent you?
I gotta get to it. Honestly, I've been dealing with a lot of shit, trauma.
Word. Same here. Because Lil HG, the G, shout out to him. He sent me a beat. He sent me a song. I'm about to do a verse on and stuff like that too.
So you gonna hop in the studio? You ready for it?
Man, listen, I've been hopping on.
Is this a leak right now? You leaking something right now?
Yo, listen. You know what I'm saying? I do have a song with Lil HG, the G, coming out. You know what I'm saying? We working right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's his track, but if this works out, I might put the motherfucker on Black Elevator music.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
White man on Black Elevator. That's the perfect scenario. I love it.
Dog, yo, shout out to all the listeners and the people in the live chat right now for the support. But yep, I got a project called Black Elevator Music coming soon. Dropping in the spring of 2021, hopefully around Easter time or any time in the spring. But the goal is to drop that April, May, and stuff like that. Get you a real nice springy, chill vibe after a really hard winter and a very shitty year. You know what I'm saying? So soon after that, I'll be hopefully in a place where I'm able to do a comedy special or whatnot. I plan to do that in Ottawa. You know what I'm saying? Hairlines and cocoa butter. That's the goal is to do the special in Ottawa.
Okay. Why is it called Hairlines and Cocoa Butter?
It's just one of those things where like these like Hairlines and cocoa butter will have written jokes about those and roasted people about said things or whatnot. So just one of those headlines, those titles where it's just gonna catch your hairlines and cocoa butter. What the fuck? It's like seeing a sign and it's a store and it said we're selling chicken poop. You walk in the store like what the fuck? Why are they saying chicken poop? Chicken poop was actually chapstick, the brand of chapstick. It's called Interest.
So what you're saying as head of the hairline committee, what you're saying is you're going to verbally degrade men's hairlines for jokes?
Maybe. It's my job description. It's in my job description. I mean, for niggas that don't have hairlines, they might be offended too. But you know what I'm saying? Woman with raggedy lace fronts, you know what I'm saying? Dried up baby hairs, you know what I'm saying? It's for anybody with hair, without hair, widow's peak, you know what I'm saying? The weave, you know what I'm saying? The yaki or the bundles they get from the Habibis, you know what I'm saying? At the corner.
I didn't mean to hurt you, baby, but I did.
But I'm glad I got your pick, man. I wanted to do a little freestyle thing. If you had a beat or something like that, you wanted to for the folk. You know what I'm saying? For the podcast or whatnot, for the nation of the Purple Haze. That's a lie.
I ain't got no freestyle. Let me see.
You know what I'm saying?
I do got a song dropping on Friday. Y'all get ready to go link in my bio.
Yo, December 24th, driving home for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Dropping on all streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? Go check that out. Come on, potato head. If Woody says it's all right, well,
make his ass. Yeah, bro, I ain't got no freestyle beats.
You ain't got
I can't freestyle. Beats.
Shit, search one. Fucking me and Vontae will.
Yo, y'all went here. Yo, this freaking computer we having today.
Are we still live?
Yeah,
we live than live.
Oh, we live and we not even on the brand.
It's 6 people watching right now. We turned up 600.
I'm too turned up.
Yo, I've been listening to a lot of Trippie Redd lately.
Trippie?
I've been listening. I really do fuck with this younger generation of artists that throw their melodies.
Listen. Hey, Trippie kind of cool though, bro. Like you just gotta
real quick.
I'm gonna be honest. Trippie Redd is one of those artists where I be hearing a song, and I like the song for a while now. I like the song, and then I finally look who the fuck it is. Damn.
But this little nigga is talented. This nigga may look like a gremlin that got spilled in some sauce in a vat or some shit.
But I don't like the antics. That's all.
That Topanga song, that motherfucker go.
Nah, Dark Knight Dumbo with
Dark Knight Dumbo that goes. But that Topanga is like more of a love song.
Word. Nah, Who Needs Love? That was my shit. Who Needs Love?
Yeah, I love Trippie.
I'm rolling around with the gang, bitch. I'm like, go ahead. You let her know how you feel, young nigga. Express yourself. I really love the fact that you got little niggas out here just pretty much being open with your feelings on the track. I really think that's a dope thing.
But you're right. I just don't like the way he rap about all the love shit, but then he want to be a gangster. Like, bro.
Well, it's weird. I think he's letting niggas like gangsters need love too. Yo, hug a thug. Hashtag hug a thug. Hug your local thug. Or air hug them because of COVID.
No, don't hug no thug. I can't show no love. Lately, my mind been racing. Got these niggas shaking, they scared. They wonder when I'm pop up. I might mop up, clean the whole room, lay them down. What they talk about? Then nothing when they saying shit. Maniac and I stay lit. Maniac and I stay lit. Right now we on Shakeem shit. Yeah. Purple Haze, Destination, broadcast. What they saying? Cause they just hating. I ain't listening. Money piling up and I'm glistening and I'm laughing. Motherfuckers here and we styling. Motherfuckers here and we wildin'.
We wildin', yeah. Styling, oh no. Fuck is wrong with them? I'm on now, so be off from them. Back at it, back in action like you back in classes. You ain't even talking all that shit, nigga. I be slowing up just like molasses. What you talking, you better slow it down. I ain't really talking all that shit, but you know that I'm kinda proud, cause they know I be owning this. All these hits, like what is he doing? Damn now, what is he proving? Man now, lot to lose. What you gotta do when there's nothing to do? I be up trying to stay up late, trying to see what's my fate. I've been trying to just feel this pain. It's getting real hard to feel this pain.
I got that pain inside. Baby, when you in my ride. Yeah, we gon' ride and get high. You help me for the pain inside. Help me kill the pain inside. Yeah, we gon' ride and get high.
Alhamdulillah, no pork on my fault. Word, my daughter, I word to the start. Alhamdulillah, no pork on my fault. Daughter on the way, and that's word to the start. One and I did for New York. So cool, get a spoon and a fork. Did for New York. Got the other way, and that's word to the start. Don't hit my phone. I be in my zone. I be on my own. I'ma get it on my own. Alhamdulillah, word to the sun, God, his name Ra. Amun Ra. On God, on me, G-O-D, and me, best believe, like a Justin Bieber album. We gon' know when we hit the money, that's the outcome. Income, outcome, outro, intro. We do not fuck with you, we don't got no info.
And get that Christmas album.
Christmas.
I'm stronger than calcium.
Calcium.
Lost boy, that's where I found him.
Yeah.
You gotta put a shirt on, Malcolm. Come on, man. Come on.
I'm in the comfort of my own home. What do you mean?
No, you're not. Nigga, you on the comfort of Purple Haze. No, I'm just kidding.
You're on the comfort of my own home too. I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm in my own home too.
It's hot in here, bro. Like I got that good heat. No,
ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Malcolm's bird chest. Migrating south for the winter.
Oh, I wish I could do that. Just like fly like a bird.
Yo, listen.
Now let me stop.
I think flying is like the dopest thing we've achieved as like humans.
Wait, hold up. I gotta
make sure you guys like and subscribe. We got Pick Me and the Malcolm X in the building right here on your welcome.
Shout out to the New Ottawa podcast. Shout out to Trolls Network. Shout out to the Maniac Show. Know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people around the world and America that's watching right now. Know what I'm saying? We love you. You are appreciated. Know what I'm saying? Stay happy. Stay blessed.
You are appreciated.
That's fact. You're all kings and queens, you know what I'm saying? And anything in between, be the best at.
Yeah,
sir. You are appreciated.
But now we need Malcolm on this little thing.
Sorry, I got the soul popping right now. It's the vibe.
Yeah. No matter what they say about you, no matter what they say about you, yeah. We gonna make it do what it do, yeah. We gonna make it do what it do.
Do what you do tonight.
Go ahead.
I said, do what you do tonight.
Do you love me? Then don't up with me. If you trust me, I need this beat sent to my email. Call me, baby, let me know I'm yours. Call me, baby, tell me that you're sure. Love me, baby, let me know.
No matter what they said about you, no matter what they said about you,
let me know. And you hit my line. Call me, baby, when you hit my line. I'm lonely. Call me, baby, let me know.
No matter what they said about you. No matter what they said about you.
question love. I ponder lust. I'm the insomniac, suffering from wanderlust. But Macaulay Culkin, she don't want to be home alone. Out of habit, calling my phone like, hey, listen, I know that you had a long day. Yeah, I didn't good swing my way. Yeah, some odd reason I can't sleep. So I got a blunt full of bud and keep. Fuck it, that's not an issue. Babe, if you cold, I kinda miss you. The feeling's mutual if it's all the same. I miss the way that she whispered my name. Her nails in my back as soon as she came. Hickeys on her neck, she started to twerk. She made an art, so I had to give that work. She loves it when I come right after. She looked and it ran and that's a real disaster. Heartbreak, that's a real disaster. We don't know what comes after. After.
Then it goes to Malcolm. Then it goes to Malcolm.
I feel way too good. Looking out that window. Smoking on that endo. Tell me where your friend go. I feel way too good. Oh, we in that hood. Why I lift that wood? What we feel too. I be smoking on the endo. Smoking on the window. That's it.
Head hanging.
That's how you know when the
with
love
my
gone.
kinfolk smoking window. Head hanging.
That's how you know when the love gone. Looking out
window.
of that window, blowing on of that endo.
Window smoking endo with my
Trying to
kinfolk.
change up the
Window with my
tempo.
kinfolk smoking endo. Endo with my kinfolk smoking endo. Endo with my window smoking endo. I don't fuck with new niggas.
Damn,
I
Shakeem,
don't
you ain't
really
gonna let nobody
sang
rap.
with you. I ain't think I wasn't rapping. I don't want to sing with you. Grab it, new sang.
Damn, you wanna sing with me? Damn, it's getting deep. I gotta fight.
Clearly, Vontae got blessed with the vocal cords. Clearly.
Hey, yo, listen, I got a speaking voice. He's got a rapping voice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a fact. That is a fact, though.
Nah, because Vontae has he know how to get proper. Hello, what's up, Purple Haze Nation? I can't do that shit.
Hey yo, listen, I ain't even gonna hold you. I like when I did my podcast, I was like, yo, I gotta come up with a fire intro because Vontae got a fire.
He got a fire ass intro. What's up, Purple Haze Nation?
Yeah, but I asked Vontae to play one of my songs.
It is Vontae. That's a good look. Hey, I hear it when you. I hear it. That's
like,
tight.
Like, what's going on? It's You're Welcome with Shakeem. I didn't even want to do the intro. I'm like, well, fuck it. You just did the intro.
Nah, you got a comedy voice. You don't
Yo, if you don't know how to do it, we just did how we does it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, like, you just sound a nigga that just
that's
got
cool. That's cool.
Smell your finger. Listen, you don't even know how we done it.
All right, y'all. Can we get the Malcolm apology segment or no?
You know, someone.
Okay, yo, I gotta go check up on my food. I'll be right back.
Okay, go check on your food.
I mean, we gotta talk about
what is he apologizing for? 2012.
Bro, he disrespected me, and I didn't even. Hold on. I didn't even diss him.
Hold on, no. Hold on.
He disrespected me.
No. Hold up.
But you had one dog.
If that's what this is about, bro, I'd rather not even be a part of it, bro. So.
Bro, just tell me sorry.
We can go private Zoom after this. We don't gotta do this.
Bro, fuck no.
Malcolm shirtless. No. He's got some baddie ting in the background. He don't want to do this right now. He's private.
Why don't we just keep freestyling?
He threatened my livelihood in Ottawa. Yeah, they said I cannot go. I'm banned. I'm like, I am. I'm like, no, never that. I'm plugged in out there. Remember that. Pull up with a couple straps. Against the law, no, never that. No, never that.
Never.
Me a ball, no, never that. Never that. Unless they let me, and I tell them to. Like Vontae said. Yeah. Never that.
We do selling tracks. Never that. We be going black. Always going black. Yeah. We be sporting black. Wait, let me get up. Let me hit up my twin Brody. It's like Cody. And it's Zach. It's not a Shaq. What is a mouse? We in the house.
We go back.
Like Corey.
Like fried bologna. That's the homie. Nah, that's the Brody. What you done? That nigga told me. About to fold him. Yeah, we folding all this.
Shot like Kobe. I land like Kobe.
Believe me, if I take home, wish the king green, take lane too. If they ain't me wanna the ride, and they got the food in the roller coaster, and the emotion coming back, it ain't coming over. It ain't staying there, but you know that I'm a toaster. Real nice, cause I know that your mother-in-law be coming over. Fucking all that bullshit about the kids, they gon' get sick. I don't wanna hear that shit. Matter back up the crib right now. When you wanna call your daughter, pow, dial it down. I don't wanna hear nothing speak to you. I don't even wanna speak to you. I just wrote a diss track about my mom.
Hold up, wait a minute, real quick. Hold up, let me go acapella. Pause. Word to Jay-Z. I'm about to Rockefeller. I land like I am Tony. I work 24/8 like my name is Kobe. So be it like that tea. I drink it. So be it. That's my shit like diarrhea. I don't even like diarrhea, but I'm the shit. Word of my list. Word of the gap in my missing tooth. I'm up in the booth, and that's the truth. Her pussy loose like a lispy tooth.
All right, bro. Hey, with rap, sometimes you just gotta stop while you was ahead. After I laughed, you should have just stopped because that was your funniest shit you was gonna get, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It was another
I ain't gonna lie to you.
24/8 like I was Kobe. I never thought.
Bro, that was tight, bro. Yeah. He had some bars.
I was actually stuck. He picked me right there because I was stuck on that. I was stuck on that for a while. Like you was like 8 words, and I was like, damn.
He should have just stopped, bro. That motherfucker.
I land like Coney. I work 24/7. I work 24/8 like Kobe.
All right, now I think you wrote it. Now you shouldn't ever replay it because then we gonna think you wrote it.
You like why think I wrote it? You heard it here first. It's a leak. It's a leak. It's a leak. Higher than a mountain peak. You gonna be quiet. You gonna let me speak.
He copping a plea.
he wrote that years ago.
Nah. The Here, I got something that I wrote years ago.
Al 6. Al 6.
Here's something. Here's something I wrote. Here's something I wrote.
Too many please. His hands was full.
Yeah. Hold up. Before you get into that, before you spit that, let me just get into some lyrical rap. Now, I know you got something you wrote years ago, but I'ma knock some walls down like my last name Jericho. I know where you at, my nigga. You been a hoe. Ask my wife. She at my dinner though, and she already knows that it's in her throat. I be like, damn, Vontae, man, you been to go. I be like, I'm on a wave, I'm on a boat. I'ma say that bar again. I'm about to toast, cause that's how high I am. Divas up, I don't really give a damn. I be hot, my toes be in the sand. But you right there cooling, cause you the fan.
Yeah, stay on the water, yeah, I've been afloat. Yeah. Malcolm so weak he can't lift the roach. Nigga funky. He seem like he ain't ever touched the hen of soap. Laundry day, that's why he ain't got one on. I'm sorry, bro. I know I'm wrong. Mixing in real life because I know the struggle. Go ahead, rap.
Listen. Pause. I'm gonna let you know right now, bro. I'm gonna let you. Yo, hold up, bro.
With me.
That baddie ting you're talking about, bro, is my ex-girlfriend who committed suicide. So don't ever speak on her fucking name.
I didn't say nothing about.
No, I'm not talking about you, pick man. I'm talking about Shakeem, bro. Like that baddie.
I did not know.
No, bro. That's my ex-girlfriend who committed suicide. I don't want to hear no slander on her, bro.
Shout out to every suicide survivor. People with dealing with mental illness. You are loved. You are appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Quick mental health check. How you living? How you feeling? Know what I'm saying?
I gotta go get my food. I'll be right back. 1 sec. Give me 2 seconds.
He's really serious about it.
How was my bars? You don't like my bars, Malcolm?
No, your bars is fine.
Damn, thank you, bro.
Hey, if Shakeem knew, he wouldn't ask that because he survived suicide himself.
Yeah, I would have never asked that if I would have. I don't like. That's one of the few things I won't joke about.
Yeah, I would have said it if I would have known.
I have one joke I've written, but I'll never say it.
But I didn't even hear what you said though.
No, so I said, yo, he got the baddie ting in the background and stuff like that because he had the shirt on. So you know what I'm saying? I was just kind of, fucking with him and whatnot. I had no idea. That'd be the last thing I would. No, I'm saying.
Hey, Vontae, bro, I'm sending you a hit. All right. I'm not. Okay, don't think, bro. I gotta send something that top if I try, bro. That's a hell of a good song.
Vontae, send me a beat.
Bro, I'm ready, bro. Where's my mic? Right here.
All right, just get ready.
Come on, bro. I got a microphone here. I got a microphone here, bro. What you
bro?
Do, bro? Come on.
And anytime in January, bro, I can do the video, bro.
Got one back here, bro. Like,
you hear me?
If we want
anytime in January, if you want to do the video, if I try it in person, I can do it.
All right, bro. All right.
Just
anytime in January. You just said that on loud. You just said it on loud. Yeah, because we need that music video.
That's a fact.
Bro, that's gonna take the fuck off. We gotta have it, bro. It's gonna take off.
Yo, Pikmin, I got a beat for the Hit My Line remixes. I got a beat for one of the Hit My Line remixes. I'm gonna send it to y'all in your inboxes afterwards. I'm gonna need a verse from each of you, like you, Malcolm, and Pick. Because what I'm doing is one is gonna be fellas, pause. The other one is gonna be females. The other one's gonna be a male and female, and the other one I want in Spanish.
See, bro, my thing is with this beat you sent me, I didn't listen to it 3 different times in my 3 different zones that I usually I test out 3 different zones.
Is that the red cup thing?
And it's just like, I don't know what direction you want me to go. I don't want you want me to party, or it's hard to catch it. Bro, it's hard. I don't know what you want me to talk about.
Set the mood. Set the mood. I work with you. I sent you something, send me something back, and I'm gonna react off that, bro.
Okay.
That's all. The ball is in your court, my nigga. Like, you already know the vibes. Like, the title of the beat is Red Cup King. You know what I'm saying? I no longer drink, but niggas love a good time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I just need that because what I want to do, I want a single for the winter time. You know what I'm saying? Around the new year for that. So I'm like, yo, I Hit My Line remix. Like one of them, I think from y'all 3 would be dope. Cause I listen to y'all.
You gotta let that song go, bro. You gotta let the song. You gotta make.
I'm not letting the song go.
You gotta let it go.
I'm bringing it back. I'll let it go. I didn't bring it up. I didn't bring it up first.
You gotta let it fall, bro.
Okay. Shout out to Vontae Palms. Go stream Let Me Fall right now.
We can make some new shit.
Hey, the most underrated track. Most underrated track of 2020. And my underrated track is Ghost Splat. I played it today, and the motherfucker is a hit. Like Ghost Splat. Go listen to Ghost Splat. Everybody.
The music video for that is gonna be part of the 12 music videos I drop in 2021. And I'm gonna just leak this here. I don't give a fuck. It's gonna be shot at a paintball field, like a paintball shit. Like it's gonna be real fun, like real action cinematic pack. It's gonna be a real music video.
Oh yeah. We gotta see. That's tight. Ghost Splat. Yeah, bro. Hey, invite me. I'll be in there shooting some shit. Ding, 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 ding.
I was gonna do it October, but when I called, they hit me with we can't have many people here because of COVID, and bro, we outside. But whatever.
No,
wait. That's dope, bro. Wow. So I want to wait. I want to make it a whole community team where like it's verses, and like that'll be the music video. Like, I mean, I can shoot something behind the shit while I'm there, but the action pack will be real. You know what I mean? So
word up.
That can be cool too.
Bro, long as Malcolm don't want to kill me, I can do whatever.
Bro, you can't get killed by a paintball gun.
No, Malcolm wants to kill me. I don't want him to shoot me with a real gun while we paintballing. I don't want that.
You ever want to paintball?
I told you, bro. You might as well go hide at Vontae's or Supas because you're not good in my city.
Damn.
What, the mayor?
Why he gotta hide at my spot?
Word. He's in danger. He got kids there.
Where else is he gonna go?
Damn.
At my spot. I got a wife and 2 kids.
You got a wife and kids.
You better find Trudeau.
That's mean. Malcolm. Yeah. You just putting hits on people all on the internet like that?
Hey, yo, listen. We don't. This man's in danger? Question mark?
Y'all hungry?
I'm blinking, y'all. I'm blinking twice.
Y'all hungry?
Y'all hungry? More cold with his eyes.
We're gonna hold you, bro.
That's that chicken,
did
basil.
You cook that, or did you?
No, bro. I'm a chef, bro. I cook that, bro.
911 Shakeem.
All right, then why we ain't never like? All right, bro. Okay, then. That's
911.
Listen, I don't think that's gonna work because we're in 2 different states.
Damn.
And
what's our numbers out there? 119.
No, it's 911, but it's gonna work for my area, not for your state. You are shit out of luck.
You go, bro. I'm gonna have I'm gonna give you my GPS just in case. So
my white friend can only protect 1 black person at a time, not 2.
Damn. God damn it, Tyler.
6 feet.
He get an upgrade every 3 years, right? How long y'all been talking?
Hey yo, listen. I got a 2-year contract with this white man. This is my white man. Go find your own.
Okay, cool. I found me one. Pause.
Y'all are bugging.
Well, I don't want to own white people.
Everybody got one. Malcolm got one.
I own white people.
Oh, what is this guy talking about?
Malcolm, you got one. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
You do have a white man you live with right now.
No, I don't, bro. I live with.
Bro, I seen your roommate.
Bro, I live with some. One of them is white, but that's not the owner.
I'm saying.
That's not the owner of the house. So you think you know me, but you don't know me,
no,
bro.
I'm saying I don't know you, bro.
Yo, bro, listen. You're just bro. Listen, hold on. I might live with a few other people, but at least I
didn't say it was a problem.
No, hold up. At least I have furniture in my house. I don't have an echo going out through my house, bro. Like you sound rough.
What are you talking about?
Okay. All right.
You
Hold up real quick. Before we get hostile, I'll give like 5 minutes for a roast session for my pleasure.
No, he sounds crazy.
No,
I wasn't even dissing. Bro,
I can hear.
I wasn't dissing you. I can hear, bro, it wasn't a diss.
You're so wishy-washy, bro. You're like my broken dishwasher, bro.
It wasn't a diss.
All right, thank you guys for watching. You're welcome with Shakeem. We are now ending the live. Thank you for everyone for coming through. We're gonna go to private. You guys be easy. Make sure you like and subscribe, Shakeem. And anybody else want to do shout outs and plugs?
Shout out to everyone that came through and watched. Thank you for supporting the channel. Check out You're Welcome with Shakeem Green on Spotify and Anchor. I'm dropping a new episode tomorrow afternoon. Dungeons and Dragons episode 1, campaign episode 1. Anybody else?
Hey y'all, hey man, shout out Shakeem, Hufflepuff, in the You're Welcome podcast. Brought to you today by Purple Haze Nation. Whoa. Hey man, I shout out everybody, shout out Vontae, shout out Malcolm. Get the hate out your heart. Show love, y'all. It gets shown back to you one day.
Choose peace.
I got a release coming out Friday. Next one, link in my bio. Go check me out. I holla at y'all, man. Good show, man. Hey, Spider-Man or die.
Sure.
All right, Shakeem, your turn. Let's end it.
All right. This has been Your Welcome with Shakeem, brought to you by Purple Haze Nation. Y'all have a good morning, good night, good evening. Stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.
Why he leave?